My name is Aria Lipscomb. I'm a senior here at UNCW. I am a communication studies major concentrating in broadcast journalism. And I went to England and went to Keele University.
My name is Mia Jones. I'm a biology major, Spanish minor. I'm a senior now. I studied abroad in Spain. Well, I chose Spain because, I'm a Spanish minor and I wanted to get rid of some of the rest of my credits for my minor. And honestly, I've always admired Spanish culture, and I thought it would be a great way to learn Spanish because the goal is to eventually become fluent someday. So, yeah.
I decided to study abroad in England because it's very central. You can get to a lot of the other places in Europe from England. And also there's just so many things to see and learn in England itself. There's a lot of history, a lot of culture, different foods, different people, and also I'm not very great at foreign languages, so going somewhere where they speak English was the first thing I was looking for. My experience as an African American in England was a little bit different. I was a little nervous because I wasn't exactly sure how people were going to treat me or think about me, especially coming from UNCW, where it's predominantly a white institution. But I found it to be very, it didn't really matter. No one was looking like, oh, she's black, like she must have these experiences. No one even really mentioned my color at all. They were more worried about me being American and how I was dealing with all the political stuff that was going on here. Even for the other African Americans that go to Keele on a regular basis, it never seemed to be an issue for them. Yes, there are some people that obviously are not going to like you because of that, but for the majority, it was non-existent, which was really awesome and a different type of vibe and environment to be in, where my color and the way I looked didn't matter.
The city that I went to, I sent them there, it was very, very small, and there was not any black people there, not at all. So I did get a lot of stares, because they're not used to seeing that, so it's not only am I a minority, but I'm getting all these stares. But it was a great way to start conversations, because people were like, oh, you're definitely not from Spain, so where are you from? What's it like there? And then they would ask me if I like their country, what do I like about their country.
My parents were super supportive of me going abroad. My dad a little bit more than my mom. My mom was very, very fearful because there's a lot of stuff going on in Europe right now, especially England. But they also supported me in my decision making every step of the way, what school I was going to go to, the dorm I was going to live in when I went over there, and also when I got over there we talked a whole bunch, so it was really nice to just be able to connect with them on FaceTime or Skype or whatever and keep connected with what was going on here in America. My mom would text me every 3 days, are you okay? I haven't heard from you, blah, blah. You need to text me every single day. I need to know, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Are you safe? I saw this on the news, blah, blah, blah. So for students that are thinking about going abroad, make sure you accommodate your parents. Don't leave them out in the whirlwind like sometimes we do here at UNCW. Make sure you're communicating. Make sure you are spending time and making time for them, because not only is this a journey for you, but it's a journey for them as well. Because a lot of our parents, yes, they send us off to college a few hours away from them, but we're in a whole different country. That plane ride is 13 hours, so they can't get to you as fast as they would possibly want to. So it's up to us as students to make them feel comfortable with the decisions that we're making for our lives. And for parents, always tell us what you need. We can't give it to you unless we know. So communication is definitely key for my parents and my mom, so that's what I had to do.
So my parents, they weren't. I had to pretty much convince them and explain all the benefits that there would be for me to go to Spain, because, I don't know, my mom's just really paranoid. Because with everything that was happening, she was just paranoid. So I had to talk to her and tell her the benefits of me going to Spain, why it was beneficial for me to learn Spanish, and how it would help me to be in Spain and learn this language because, obviously, like, if I'm around all these Spaniards, I'm going to pick up the language better. Going abroad, like, having a host family, that's definitely not, I was nervous about that, not going to lie. I was like, I don't know who these people are, but I talked to my director and he explained everything to me. He explained that there's like serious background checks that go to having to be like a host parent, and it's very rigorous to become a host parent in the first place. That's what my madre was telling me. Madre is mother in Spanish. That's what we called our parents, madre or padre. And I absolutely love my madre. Like that was one of the best parts about it. She was absolutely amazing. One time I had gotten like a really bad cold, but I'm still in Spain, I'm trying to live my life, go out and see what's going on. And I got up and she knew I was sick, so she was like, "Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm gonna go out with my friends." And she's like, "No, you're not. You're gonna go back to bed." And she gave me medicine, and like she gave me like home remedies. Like she put like honey with hot water and stuff. Like she was just really looking out for me. Is my point. Like she was really cool. If I looked sad about something, or like if I was homesick, she would ask me like, "What's wrong?" And she would talk to me. And she was definitely like my mother away from home. And that was really nice to have. I definitely think that having a host family is not something that should discourage you. Like, because if you're going abroad to learn another language, then most likely you are gonna have to stay with the host family because that's just how most programs work. And you do learn the language better. My madre actually turned out to be a grammar teacher, so she was always on me about grammar, and that's great because my grammar in English is so good. It's just got to be better in Spanish. But host family was great.
I think something that a lot of African American students can gain from studying abroad that a lot of other students from different diverse backgrounds can't is just being in an environment where for once your skin tone doesn't matter. No one is looking at, oh, you're black. No one's looking at, oh, she's different from me. If anything, like, they're worried about the country that you come from, what we believe, like who we are. We see ourselves as Americans, and that's what they're thinking of us as well. So I think it's just being able to finally be in an environment where no one is looking at my skin tone or who they perceive me as just based off of the way I look, but they actually want to know the things that I know, the things that I learned, the country that I come from. It's less about race abroad.
As African Americans, we tend to not really adventure out as much, and I feel like it's really good to for us to experience other cultures, to be more enlightened in that way, because I feel like it just adds more to your growth and your character.